collectors in disguise. Children of Primus, collectors in disguise. Children of Primus, collectors in disguise. Children of Primus. Children of Primus.
Never mind, he walked in right before we could do the weird stuff.
There you go.
I got the jump on it this time.
You got the jump on it this time. And welcome, Frenzy Freestyle Sunday, with myself, Spin, in the top left, Impactor Productions on the right, Toy Warp Vintage Reviews on the bottom left, and Fear of Courage on the bottom right. How's everyone?
Good. I guess we're doing a mukbang as part of this.
Just some good old pound cake and some, what is this called again, Mom? Strawberries and cream.
Oh, pound cake always wins. And first in the comments,
It's like an over-exaggerated sugar cookie.
James Coleman. Hello, guys.
Hey, James.
James and Mario. What's up, Children of Primus?
Mr. Mario.
It's funny how this is such a bland thing because it happens the same time every year. But I like when I first started in the space, I was like, look, natural light. No more now.
So now it's natural
No more
dark.
natural light.
No more natural light.
Oh, yeah, it is.
You know
good
what?
to
You
go
could
to
just
center,
put some
isn't it?
giant lamps outside and have those like blast light inside. Maybe that could work.
That's how they do it in the movies.
This is true.
I think at some point you should find one random video of ours of me in this location and do a very slight edit of it so there's like a face in the window just to freak people out.
Oh, don't give me ideas.
I
See, this
could
thing
use
is-
funny ideas with this one over here.
So I want to know, you said something about Fear of Courage joining some random stream. I'm confused. Is there a story behind that? I don't know about.
Short story, Fear here joins in at the random conversations we have.
Yeah, I tend to be slightly late because I'm not the most prepared person in the world. I'm like 2-3 minutes behind, and I always have a tendency to pop in with something that's very strange out of context that I wind up hearing.
Always, it never fails. Yes,
Yeah.
I have the same problem with my Xbox parties. I'll get on and they'll be saying something like, "Yeah," and then he was up the squirrel's monkey butt. And I'm like, what the hell did I just walk into?
I assure you, it makes sense in context.
Yeah.
That's what they always try to. That's what we always try to tell people once they join the Xbox party. They're like, "Sure."
Okay, people call me a monster for this one, but instead of using a spoon, I enjoy just using a fork with this.
I'm surprised you're just not using your hands, like the primate you are.
Well, I mean, I would do that, but only if I'm wearing gloves or doing something, or if I don't have any forks or things.
Gloves, and you call yourself a real man.
Gloves. Oh, careful. Real men. That's the next segment.
Real. Okay. Now, granted, this is all I can really do for yard work. Trying to pull off what are they called? Trumpet vines out of trees and your neighbor's fence is very hard work.
Oh yeah.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know what trumpet vines are, but I like to
this
imagine they
trumpet
make a
vine's been
trumpet
growing
noise
for the
every time
past
you pull
like
them.
3 months now, and I've been on vacation for so I was on vacation the first week of summer, then I was on vacation like in the middle half during July, and then I was on vacation pretty much at the end of August and start of September. So like I haven't had that much time really to do a bunch of yard work around the house besides lawn mowing, and this trumpet vine's just been growing, and to the point basically that the vine, if for some odd reason this trumpet vine's very unique with it having thorns on it. So I had to wear gloves, long sleeves, and a bunch of stuff just to make sure I didn't get a few new friends in my arm. So like it was very agonizing to try and pull everything out.
Oh yeah. I don't miss those days. Especially the stuff up north, because the stuff up north where you're at, man, that stuff is like, trying to pull rocks.
Oh.
It has. I've seen it.
James saying that strawberries and cream energon dessert looks good, Impactor.
It's right, Aaron John, so it's going to make me talk very fast.
Oh dear.
Oh boy.
And Mario says, also, what happened just recently on Wednesday, the 10 of issue 24 of Transformers Skybound, and I've got to say, it's a fitting ending to Daniel Warren Johnson's run for what we'll see next.
I frantically sent you some news items, and one of them was just, yeah, that came out. I haven't actually read it yet.
I've read it already. My comic shop got right in. We got issue
Yeah.
1 and, well, not issue 1. We have the first
Oh, I
print
know.
and the second print. We have now,
I just haven't been able to schlep down there and grab it because I've been busy, but it's in my polls. And I want to because it's a
me
heck
and
of a
my dad
cliffhanger.
have now collected all the first issues, if I'm correct, from like the first prints of all of Skybound's comics, and we have some second prints and third prints now, which
Nice.
the second prints are primarily mine. Like we have,
So-
my dad gets the first edition collection. Well, you can consider it the first edition. I get the second edition.
No, James, I did not read it. I'll
I
get
read
to
it.
it.
It's
over
awesome.
there. Yeah.
Yeah, no leaks, no leaks. Although I've seen in a couple groups there's one particular panel I don't know which part of the comic that is because I haven't had a chance to read any of them. But there is one part of the comic that a lot of people have been sharing. Which is a scene between Omega Optimus, Megatron, and Starscream. So that's as much as I'm gonna say, and we're not
Yeah.
gonna go beyond that. But that's the part
It's
that
not a
everyone's been
spoiler, and I
sharing.
mean
today
this is
too.
seriously not a spoiler. To
Oh,
go
okay.
off this inside, Starscream has had a lot of thoughts on changing sides because in one issue he gets a flashback basically.
Yeah.
To go off this, that image is a flashback moment.
Okay.
I
They did
completely
a-
thought Omega Supreme was coming to Earth because in the talks of this is my crazy fan theories and everything. In one issue, we see Omega Supreme like orbiting planets, and this is after Starscream's flashbacks. So I completely thought in my head we were gonna have Springer and Hot Rod on their way coming to Earth, plus everybody on Cybertron and Omega Supreme.
Springer and Hot Rod are still schlepping around Void Rivals, the other title, also by Robert Kirkman, who's going to be doing the main book now too.
Okay. Mario says, being that of Transformers Skybound going forward with issue 25 of that being Robert Kirk, how will he continue with some subplots left unsolved?
That's the
I have
nature
a
of the
ser-
game. Leave them
I
wanting
have a
more by
serious-
leaving a few things unresolved.
The dude from because I've actually went at my libraries. I have enjoyed kind of a bit of the walking. Sorry for the background.
The Walking Dead. It's okay. We can barely hear it.
Background stuff is annoying in my opinion. Sorry. But anyways, I've seen some of his work in his Walking Dead art series because in my library actually we have almost every compendium set of like issue 1 all the way to like whatever 10. Like we have almost every book in our library of the Walking Dead stuff, and I've read some of it, and it looks very nice actually. So if this dude can take all that art from what I've seen and put it into Skybound, I'm pretty sure I'll be fine.
Well, he already has. Just go read Void Rivals. Everybody should read that too. You don't have to, which is great because you can just read the main Transformers thing and not worry about it. But it's like, hey, you finished it. You want more? Go read Void Rivals. It's the same universe. It's another set of stories.
I don't read it. Well, I have read it, but like I only look for the Transformer scenes. Oh, and G.I. Joe. G.I. Joe with Hound currently. I'm just waiting for the moment that they bring out. Spin here. You look like you're seeing some surprise.
No, I'm just as we call it, what's the word for it? Producing and just watching what's happening in the background.
He was brain farting.
No.
But like G.I. Joe with Hound right now, Magnus escaped G.I. Joe. They got captured. Like they did a not nest, but they did they did a Sector 7 on them, and they actually somehow captured Magnus of all the big dudes. And so with that, G.I. Joe basically does not know that the Autobots are good guys. Now, granted, Duke definitely has PTSD from seeing Ripcord get smashed by Starscream. everything else, like looking at it, if they see that Hound is a good guy and teaming up, I forget what his name is, but he's teamed up with one of the main
Clutch.
Joes right now. Say again?
Clutch.
Yeah, Clutch. He's currently teamed up with Clutch. If I'm correct, Clutch is a main character in the G.I. Joe show plus comics. So like, if they can get Clutch here to just show them that they're the good guys, we don't mean you harm. But these guys do mean you harm. So try and help us kill them. Like if he can pull like an Uno card like that out, I'm pretty sure the Autobots will have some help.
Yeah. I'll be
But
interested in
currently, it
seeing
looks
how it
like-
all unfolds because Skybound's been pretty good about not just repeating like kind of well-worn plot points like that. Like we got to show them we're good without, at least making them interesting or breezing through them. So I want to see how they pull it off.
Well, currently in the G.I. Joe stuff, the Dreadnoks are becoming very powerful, and it looks like the Joes might have to team up with Cobra.
Oh, interesting.
That just proves how much I enjoy the G.I. Joe stuff over Bevroid Rivals.
Yeah, I've been reading that too. I'm probably a couple issues behind compared to Transformers, but I've been keeping up with that.
Cool. Sedum, what say you? What in terms of comics and Transformers, G.I. Joe, and anything else?
I know some of us are anime fans and saw that that Demon Slayer Infinity Castle arc, the first movie of that came out, and that's doing well review wise. I'd seen. I think trying to remember the two reviewers I watched, Jeremy John and I can't think of his name. He's based in Ohio.
I was supposed to watch that movie this weekend, but it didn't wind up happening because of timing. I bear in mind I've not seen Demon Slayer, most of it. I was gonna go with Jess and my friend Andrew, and I was just gonna be like,
anime,
see this random late show movie without any context,
I
just
forget
get
what the
baffled by
movie's
everything.
called that just came out. It's another anime one. I forget whatever the heck it's called. Siblings. What's that? Whatever anime that came out?
Siblings.
That's
K-
pretty broad.
K-pop Demon Hunters. Whatever that
Oh
is.
yeah, yeah.
It's tortured the stop motion community with the one specific song called Soda Pop. In every single Discord chat that I am in, it's all Transformer Discord chats. Even my friends, just because they know I don't exactly dislike the song, but it's at this point becoming a song that's getting repetitive in stop motion for Transformers that I keep getting sent on repeat. At this point, I have at least 200 different clips of somebody doing it in stop motion.
Well,
Yeah,
fortunately, we won't have that song
would
here.
fit Starscream because Starscream can be suave, but at the same time he's very openly not a good person. And like that Soda Pop song, it sounds like it's all positive, but then you really listen to the lyrics and you're like, this is kind of effed up.
Yeah, because it's the bad guys.
Yeah.
Yeah,
It's the first time
I've
they
seen this
sing a
movie a
song.
couple times. My niece is a big fan of it. It's not for me, but it's very competently put together, so I can say that. Like a lot of
It's
movies,
nuts.
a lot of movies want to look like Spider-Verse. This one actually does pull it off, and actually manages to be very, very good-looking movie. If nothing else.
Cool.
That's what
Something
Critical Drinker said.
interesting is that Sony they saw it wouldn't do well, and they sold away the music rights and the viewing rights because they gave it to Netflix to stream, and I can't remember who it is who owns the music rights, and they're like regretting it now
Wow.
because
What were you
it's
saying
been
about
like
it,
I
Toyler?
think Golden had been the #1 song, then like for not even a full day. I can't remember the song lady American based who had a song maybe not even 24 hours was #1 and then Golden became #1 again, and it's
Wow.
like ooh, and I bet Sony's just like damn we effed up. And
Speaking
that
of
came
music
out like
stuff,
end of June I think is when K-pop Demon Hunters came out. So
No, hold
speaking
on.
of like,
Toy Warp, you were gonna say something.
Speaking of movies coming out, what are y'all opinions on now that the final trailer's dropped for Tron?
It was okay. Here's the thing.
I haven't seen
I
it
don't
yet.
I don't like Jared Leto. I don't really want to watch movies with Jared Leto in it. I saw the trailer for it, not the final. I don't know if it was the final trailer, but last time I was in a movie theater, the trailer and I didn't realize it was Tron. And I was watching it, and Jesse even turned to me and said, "Anthony, this looks like everything you like in movies." And then they hit you with the Jared Leto jump scare towards the end of the trailer, and I was just like, "God damn it!" It's the freaking Jared Leto Tron movie. They led with the non Jared Leto. They must know, right? They led with the good stuff, and they put him up there, and I'm like, oh.
Yeah, I still
It
got
looks
only
good on
seen.
It's the book that actually makes you judge the cover.
Yeah, and they got Nine Inch Nails back together doing songs for the soundtrack. Because I guess if you can't get Daft Punk back because they were broken up for good, that's like the next best thing.
Wow.
That's one of my
I
one of my
enjoyed
best
their
friend's
music.
favorite
Daft
bands.
Punk did a good job
Yeah.
with their music.
Oh yeah, they split up a few years ago. So I guess they
I remember. I remember
Yeah.
quite frankly because the few years ago being like maybe I have no clue what amount of time it was, but it was when I first heard "Stronger, Faster, Harder, Better." When I heard that song for the first time, that was when I was into all my. Okay, forgive me for saying this. All the skibby toilet random whatever meme stuff at the time when I was younger. And so basically hearing that song during that time, that was when I was also at my peak in stop motion work because I was actually starting to focus more on the 86 film.
Now, Mario had a comment. Let's see if I can bring that back up. And he says, I can 2 threads left unanswered, like what happened with Thundercracker when he teleported with the hook in the Teletran 1, and Cliff Jumper stuck on Cybertron with the Autobots labeling him a traitor.
I don't know. I wouldn't say they labeled him as a traitor, but he's just over there.
In
'Cause
my
when they did their-
opinion, looking at this,
Mhm.
so we have Thundercracker basically currently is showing signs, in my opinion, of either becoming a pacifist alongside Jetfire and Beachcomber, or just going off on his own or becoming an Autobot. With the amount of wrong that's been done to him and Skywarp by the Decepticons. And to mention this with Transformers, Skywarp actually, believe it or not, became a wrecker in one Transformers series actually. He defected from the Decepticons in this moment. So both of the twins have been shown to actually defect.
Those are the yeah, and meanwhile, Cliffjumper he's just stuck on Cybertron because when they did the Ultimate Doom reminiscent thing, where they tried to bring the planet into orbit, they simultaneously did the story with Elita One being on the Resistance over there. Just sort of combining cartoon stories. And then when they split and went their separate ways, Cliffjumper got stuck on Cybertron. So they just periodically flash over to him to show what they're doing back on Cybertron with the Elita One's crew.
Well,
okay.
and we have the first. No, this was before the Aerobots were shown. We had. I thought at first it was Strafe from the the Technobots, but we have our first showing of Blades being the one arm to defend Sword. And to go off this, since we've seen the aerial bots already, the aerial bots already know how to combine, meaning that the combiner stuff has already happened. So we won't. So there is a chance that the Technobots do exist.
Yeah, it's pretty interesting that, unlike a lot of other continuities, they imply in Skybound that combiners just like casually already exist as a thing. Like they don't get an origin or anything. Just we have combiners. They're out here. They're a thing. The same way triple changers didn't get explained.
I'm waiting for the Dinobots.
Yeah.
Because watching reading, watching, and whatever you want to say, the last issue of the episode 25 of Skybound. Excuse me. I'm just waiting, to get every character from Skybound in toy form, so I can just create everything in the stop motion. Or when the day comes that we get our hypothetical show actually of Skybound, that if whatever his forget what the dude's name is, the guy who's doing the new Transfer Skybound now, if this dude can give me the Dinobot. If he can give me the Dinobots here, I'd be gladly happy to do stop motions of those scenes.
Nice. Now, Senum, do you want to take James' comment?
I never met Sync.
Well,
Yeah,
the
but
for
none of them-
context,
I mean,
the
Like-
titular K-pop demon hunters are Huntrix is the name of their band, and the other band who are secretly evil are the Saja Boys. So it's
even the main, I've seen the movie. Even the
Yeah.
main demon guy or god or whatever questioned them on being a demon boy band. Like they questioned the main dude questioned them, being confused on where this came from.
I will say, like, I feel like you find out, like, there's, and I get that you're gonna like, you only have so much runtime for a movie, and I mean, there's stuff that like in the production notes that backgrounds of characters that they didn't give in the movie, but really, I mean, the Zaja boys, it's just sort of like the main one that gets any real, detail. Everything else is implied. Like, there's ideas like like the one named Baby, he got, emphasis. How like people will make over like, oh, they're so cute. So how their stylizations, like the one guy's particularly like muscle bound, how that's supposed to be representative of different ways, like musicians are fetishized by their fans. But that's all like reading between the lines. It's not like explicit characterization like with the Huntrix trio.
Yeah, that was my I remember that was my big criticism when I watched it. I was like, they breezed through so much stuff really fast here. You can't cut things in animation because they're either they animate them or they don't. But it felt like they left a lot of stuff on the cutting room floor just to get through things faster, which fair.
have a
I
quick
see
question
that
for you,
Mr.
Sam.
Magnus survived.
Oh, Mr. Magnus
Mhm.
got in here.
You
Where
probably
did he
don't want
get
to
here?
Wrap your pants,
Whoa.
child.
Probably don't
No, I
want to
was-
talk that loud.
I
That
was-
man's probably got a hangover.
Oh,
Oh,
no,
God.
we're good now. I went
Now.
outside and worked all day, so yeah, I sweat all that out.
Well, I need to ask
Yeah,
a quick
we
question.
polished off 4 bottles of unmarked bourbon.
Mm.
That was
Yeah.
like a moonshine.
Oh no, it's just
Fear,
stuff that they haven't made a label for yet. One of my buddies, his
Could be worse.
significant
Could have been
other
Everclear.
is one of the higher ups at the local distillery.
Okay.
Just like you said, you sweated out the next day. Make sure nobody lights any fire near your sweat.
Oh yeah, I'm pretty sure that if we could have bottled that, we probably could have sold it.
oh, that'd be so wrong. Fear Courage. For a quick
Hmm?
question, you got the what is it called again? The Dramatic Capture Megatron Shockwave and Soundwave set, right?
Yes.
Did it by any chance come with a little mini shockwave gun?
No, it did not. Just the full-sized one.
There
it
have
look-
so the new sets actually for the Dramatic Capture sets are now coming out with the little accessories for each character.
Yeah. I
All
think
of those
the
accessories were
one-
in the Centurion drone pack.
Yeah, I think the shockwave. I think the Skywarp and the Insecticon set has the shockwave gun as one of the accessories there.
Oh
And
wait, that makes sense now. Why did I not think of that? That's going to be the one that brings everything together.
Because we did look at it last time. I believe the shockwave gun was one of the things there, and they actually had some paint on it too. I mean, I have the original kicking around somewhere because I got the Centurion set, but the one in the
I'm
dramatic capture set's got
currently
like actual
debating-
color to it.
I'm currently debating on thinking about getting the Centurion set because I've been seeing it on eBay recently again, since this new accessory stuff has now been shown to come out with the 4-pack, with all of them, in which I am 200% planning once I have the money, because as I'm still paying off the Dinobots here. Once I pay off my Dinobots, I'm 200% planning to save up $300 to buy the Thundercracker and the Skywarp sets. So I
My
get
son can't buy a house. Why? Because he has
That's
a
why.
debt.
Don't worry. I'll hopefully have a house in the future.
He's paying
But
off the
anyways.
Dinobots. Like it may sound like some hired thugs. Like
Yeah.
pay us or else.
Once I pay off the Dinobots and everything, I'm primarily planning to get the Reflector set with Thundercracker, and then I'm going to do Skywarp and Insecticons, because right now, for 86 film stuff, I've currently seen that I'm currently planning my Christmas out if I can hopefully pay off everything sooner or later. I'm hoping before November I can try and get some of the limbs for Devastator and then just put on my Christmas list like 3 figures because I'm already getting the compendium set for Christmas.
Nice.
So
Oh yeah,
like,
right. You got the big old comics coming.
yeah, I have those coming.
bitch better have my money.
Hey, now, Toy Warp.
Okay, well that
He's talking about a female dog. That's all.
But anyways, like going off of this with the Transformer stuff, like I'm planning if anything, I'm gonna try and get all the limbs to Devastator besides the torso set because I know that there are still like Walmart, Target, and occasionally Amazon will have the set being sold for its retail price. So if I can basically wait for the right moment when it's being sold for its retail price, I'll send it on over to my mom and just pray that she decides to buy it and hopefully I get it for Christmas. The 2-pack, Mom, the Hook and Long Haul set, because I have a suspicion if I can pay off the Dinobots, I'll just go off and purchase all 4 limbs of Devastator. It's messed up how people have been getting the limbs to Devastator quite early. I mean, they got Mixmaster, Scavenger and Mixmaster got out early on Amazon, and Scavenger and Mixmaster are now no longer available. My gosh, you're lucky! Let me guess, you got them off of Big Bad Toy Store early, or did you get them off Amazon?
I found them at Target.
Target?
Both of them.
Lucky!
It's a shame that
I have now
They're- I-
realized that you've
they're-
changed your
they're-
background setup.
They're still in the Target bag.
Wow.
I've now realized that Mr. Magnus has changed his overflow shelf completely.
Oh yeah, you weren't here last week.
Yeah,
to
you weren't
see.
here for that last week.
That is correct.
Zoom in on that. I just want to see that overflow shelf.
It's not an overflow
Ooh, you got
shelf.
the-
Those are my
That's the
masterpieces.
masterpiece. And then on the other side is the overflow.
Yeah,
behind your head.
it's getting relocated into different cabinets around through here. I'm totally redoing everything in here. That overflow shelf is gonna go pew, gone.
I have a suspicion I will in the future, Mr. Magnus, need to get one more G1 character from you in the future.
Now, Transformers Joe, welcome. Transformers Joe says, "Good
Transformers
evening,
Jeff.
good evening, all. Just stumbled over your love and looks live and looks like my kind of crowd." And
Now, are you
That's what
Joe
I
who
said
likes
when I joined
Transformers, or are
this.
you Transformers and GI Joe?
oh, or Transformers and Star Trek: The Next Generation.
In my opinion, to go off this, what he just said is exactly what I said to myself when I first joined your guys' stream.
But that is a compliment. So thank you, Transformers Joe, for joining us and hanging out. And Mario also asked, "Here's the one other unanswered question for Skybound. They will probably never get addressed. That of who was the love of Astro Train, and we'll probably never know because spoiler alert, he's dead."
Well, flashbacks are a thing.
Well, let's just say this. We've already seen them bring back dudes. I have the sneaking suspicion since Megatron here, now granted I'm not going to spoil anything, but like Megatron here is losing heavy hitters already. Bruticus, now granted, is kind of a mix on Starscream's end still, and Megatron's end. Currently, Bruticus and some of Devastator basically are still his heavy hitters currently because we don't have the Seekers, we don't have Reflector, we don't have anybody currently.
Just
So like, he's really
analyzing
gonna
the
need.
Decepticons like a sports team.
Yep.
Currently, it seems to be that the Decepticons are a little bit more screwed than the Autobots currently.
Spin, can you do the thing on the screen like they do with the X's and the O's and the lines and stuff while he explains?
That's
it?
exactly what it sounds like.
Decepticons only have 2 heavy
But
hitters.
granted, it's unfinished. Just pin this up. Pin this up right here.
Here we
Pin
go.
my screen up right here for a quick moment. This was back when Skybound
Oh,
was
you
getting
actually were
big.
recording it.
Yo,
Oh God.
I was writing down who was alive and who was seen in the inside. The
Some of them
issues
are
at this
MIA.
point. At that point, that was at issue 11.
Oh yeah, because we
So-
saw them all in the arc at the beginning.
So basically, going off of this, that was at first, and now basically we've known that there are more Autobots currently alive, because this was all happening before we saw the events on Cybertron where we saw Helfer, Warpath, Cup all get blown to pieces and Magnus be found.
And that was our sports commentary from Impactor Productions.
My
As we-
Cowboys are doing good.
As we go back over to the news, I was there was a couple of clips that I was recently watching from G1, and I'm going to throw it to you guys. In the episode of Cosmic Rust, there's a scene where I guess one of the previous Autobots or Transformers, mentions about the Cosmic Rust in the past. What is that character's name, and have they made a figure of that character?
I
would
could
have to
probably
look
find
it
it
up.
out pretty quickly.
No, I'm gonna just type in character who names Cosmic Rust.
Yeah, I will say, like, I know the planet Antilla was its name, the Lost Autobot Colony.
Okay.
Back in the first continuity of IDW, that became like a huge important plot point and a huge important location. So I'm pretty familiar with it because of that.
Okay, I didn't even know that detail, so that's pretty cool.
Yeah. I mean, okay, I guess I can spoil things that happen there because it's an ancient continuity. It turns out to be Unicron. The Antillans got wiped out because the Transformers built a colony there. There was a conflict. One of the last Antillans alive launched a super weapon into the middle of the planet. It grows into Unicron and gets unleashed in the present day. This all happened like in the distant past, so they're just adding on to the myth.
Right. Cool.
And Cosmic Rust is still a thing too. So
Well, currently it doesn't look like the character has a name, but it is talked about that there is a character who does solely name it in the G1 episode.
Ancient Rhyming
In my
Autobot
opinion,
is
if
what
I
he's
had to be
credited as.
honest, now granted the Rust Renegades were a fan idea, I have a suspicion that Hasbro could have been theoretically cooking up an idea where they did have somebody in the Rust Renegades. For instance, Pyramagna could be the reason why the Rust exists, since they are Rust impervious and have, from what I have learned from Combiner Wars, comics, and everything, they've been around since the Golden Age and been stuck inside the, what is it called again? The Sea of Rust for billions of years.
Now I'm gonna go over to Magnus. Magnus, you were sharing something on the screen.
That's just the thing that he was talking about. That those are all the accessories that come with the new dramatic capture 4-pack of reflector and skywave.
There's a Shockwave,
Okay,
Reflector,
so-
Soundwave, and Megatron.
Oh, cool.
So I will be purchasing that thing and making sure I get my G1 dudes.
Mm-hmm.
Because
It's
once I get
interesting
myself,
seeing them with color because they're mostly the upper two are just solid gray in the Centurion set just because of budget.
once I get my hands on the shock, well, not even the shockwave. Once I get my hands on 86 Megatron, that shockwave gun is going straight to him.
Actually, is that Soundwave based on the movie scene?
It looks like it might be.
Hmm.
Since judging by the placement of where it is, and I do not think there is a peg for that on the Teletran one, whatever setup thing.
Interesting.
Couldn't tell you. I don't own it.
Now that Soundwave doesn't have a peg.
Okay.
Yeah, I've got it set up in there, and I just have Mokina holding it. It just sits in her hand.
Since I haven't been here on channel for a little while, do you guys want to see, now granted it's only one stop motion I've so far posted, but you guys want to see what my channel's been cooking up?
Mm-hmm.
Yes, sir.
Sure do.
So let me just get my channel shared on this end. So, what do I have to name off first that's big that's happened to my channel? So once you go big on my channel, you'll see something that's cool on my channel first. I've reached 360 so far.
Nice.
But here's the most mind-boggling thing that's happened to my channel. The video's at 20,000 views now.
Ooh, that's a lot.
Nice. That is a lot.
This
It sounds so
video
pithy
here,
of me, but I mean it. I mean it though.
the video itself, now the cliff, it's always cliff jumper who dies. It's always the accursed cliff jumper death that makes my channel popular. And even my newer videos, it seems like my newer videos are starting to get finally a little bit more of traction, because my Wreckers' Age of Extinction Death Scene that I did is 4 months old and it's already at 8,000 views, and the Bumblebee movie Cybertron scene that I created is at already 2,001 views and 100 views, and it's only 2 months old. So some of my newer videos are starting to finally catch some views finally.
What Impactor? What kind of schedule are you on for releasing the videos? I mean, is it a regular schedule so you can stay in the algorithm, or do you just release them when you get done with them?
It's either that or, in general, when I try to post daily. Back then, I had hundreds of stop motions. Like, if I go back to oldest, I posted videos almost daily with the amount of videos that I had stored on my tablet.
Damn,
In total, I've only posted
catalog
100
already to work with. Yeah. Boy.
And, well, here's the only stop motion. Well, have I showed you guys the blur stop motions I've done?
Yeah, you showed us the ones where you made them look fast.
Well, this right here is the only stop motion I managed to post with Grimlock.
Nice.
Good flattening. Oh, I like the logo appearance.
That is cool.
Like, I got a little cool with Grimlock's transferable weapon attachments.
Yeah. You can make that like an end
just
of video
look in the
logo.
background. Look in the background with the amount of Sharkticon corpses I just have chilling. But the transformation for Grimlock, I'm still learning the ways to transform them. But this right here, I just thought it'd be cool to try and do a little fire effect that comes out and then channel name.
Oh, that works.
Like,
That
you
works.
can put that at the end of every one of your videos.
I'm thinking about doing that, except it's going to be like we now return to the Transformers, except it's always a blast effect that happens. I currently haven't gotten a chance to do a stop motion also with all the Dinobots yet. I've only just started getting chances to do them now, since I've been now working harder now with these dudes.
Well, I would say the one thing, and it's funny. I mean, this applies to even music producers well before YouTube existed and stuff. Focus on the art and not so much the views, but do keep a schedule. Because I remember working with music producers back in the day, and a couple producers, they'll create a song here or there, but the guys who truly were focused on the talent, they would show up with like 400 or 500 songs, and I'm like, or beats, and I'm like, how do you guys have so much? And it's like, because they just focus on the creativity side of it, and they're not worried about anything else, and they're like, here's a catalog of my music, use what you want. And I just go back home and they just go back home and just focus on making the music. So just like yourself, focus on that stop motion. I mean, it's been getting a lot better from the earlier stuff, but the views are very cool that you're picking up on that. So the algorithm has figured out something with your channel to get it out there to people.
One mention to go off of this. I know back in previous times, before I actually joined you guys, I joined another channel group, which was a mixture of like 3 or 4 channels. And in one of those channels, the YouTuber known as Prime, he is a huge YouTuber out there, which I actually asked him. He actually visited your guys' booth during TFCon, actually.
Interesting.
He is one of the guys that actually gave me inspiration for customizing Transformers. He does he gets commissions to do customized Transformers, actually.
Nice.
And he basically subscribed to me. He was actually my very first ever subscriber, actually. Me and him actually have chatted before a lot, actually. But I've learned connections, and then other channels I've met over the time, and now I've met you guys.
Well, that's
It's
very
getting a little
networking.
cool now that I've been able to make some cool connections.
networking. And I mean, and as we're slowly growing our channel with Mixmaster hiding in the scene down there, I always refer to Toywork because he's actually more of the veteran on YouTube than we are. So I turn to Toywork for advice on YouTube at times as well.
My advice this week, kids, be on time with those shorts. Because I tell you what, I've probably gotten 20 some odd subs over the last week being consistent with shorts. I ended up at Sarasota Toy Museum and just, took a bunch of shorts and just been uploading one every day. They keep getting more and more views every day because it's gotten into the algorithm, that dreaded YouTube algorithm. And it keeps bringing in subs on Toy Warp.
Nice.
My YouTube shorts are weird. Like, I posted whatever was happening in my daily life. I actually have 2 videos where I just have construction happening in front of my house. But the one video that surprised me the most, I did a Transformersprime bulkhead transformation test. I posted the video on my channel, and then I did a YouTube short of it. The YouTube short has more views than the video on my channel.
Yeah,
And
that'll happen a lot.
That's
Shorts are-
like weird to me. So I'm
shorts are
currently
way
starting
more
to-
popular than long form videos. Way more popular right now.
Yeah.
I'm currently just debating on trying to see if I can convince my mom to let me use her phone so I can do some stop motions in the phone format for stop motion, so I can actually see if I can post some, because I have tried, but with the tablet here it's a little harder to do it. Also, this is one cool thing I've been doing. I don't know how well my camera will be able to pick it up, but once you pay it, you'll see something cool I did. I added the toys into the scene.
Oh, it took me a second to figure that out, because I was like, okay, it's the movie art. What's the
obvious.
trick?
Nice.
I put Bumblebee in first, and then I did Grim, and then I did Megs. Megs is the best looking one of the bunch.
Yeah.
He looks the most accurate to his picture, and then, Optimus, it was a little tricky.
Very cool. Now,
That's just boredom's sake.
before I get over to tomorrow's other comment, Transformers Joe says shorts have gotten me over 150-ish subs in 3 weeks. Yeah, it's very cool. Transformers Joe, let us know what your channel is, so we cross promote it. And Mario is saying also, I'm curious if you've been following the recent fan vote of reactivate your alt mode, and the winner was Shockwave, and his alt was that of a sea creature and will be revealed
was the
on
results of that
September
vote.
17th.
I so much thought we were gonna get Hearts of Steel Soundwave at that point, just because Shockwave I meant.
I'm just glad we're doing fan votes again. It's been literally years.
Some people have been saying that the fan vote was kind of a mistake, but not at the same time. In my opinion, it wasn't a mistake. Give us more characters for us fans to vote on.
Yeah, I enjoy it. It was who you want. Ringwalk, Shockwave, Mirage, or Starscream, and Shockwave won, and they were like, what kind of alternate mode do you want them to have? Air, sea, land, whatever. I forget how it exactly broke down, but sea creature wound up being the final thing they voted for. So that's Shockwave with a sea creature alt mode of some sort.
Do you have Scavenger yet, Mr. Magnus?
It'll be arriving Tuesday.
Nice.
He's coming from Big Bad Toy Store.
Yeah, he just got released on Big Bad Toy Store. All the aerial bots also got released on Big Bad Toy Store.
And they'll be here Tuesday.
Before, I forget when it was, but Amazon, it was one day I was just randomly scrolling through Amazon on all their figures. They had both Mixmaster and Scavenger out early for some odd reason. They got those dudes early fast.
Cool.
Yeah, I found Mixmaster, was it Tuesday, I think it was, at Target, and they had 4 Mixmasters and 4 Scavengers, but when I went to my Big Bad Toy Store app, Scavenger had already been pushed into my pile of loot. So I was like, okay, well,
I just like how you mentioned, Mr. Magnus, how Big Bad's Toy Store works. When I have a job or whatever, I'm going to be shopping from them, just looking at what they do. I'm just hopefully waiting when Mixmaster gets out. If I do not see him in store at all, because I've only seen Scrapper and Bone Crusher still. Actually, Bone Crusher is now finally showing up in stores along with Scrapper. Actually,
But I'm
so
I'm
once I
gonna say
find those
this:
two,
don't sit on it.
well, I kind of have to. Since I'm getting that money.
Every group that I'm in is hunting this thing down. So once he's gone from the store, he's gonna be gone.
And if he
It's
comes
gonna be like the first phase of the Dinobots.
Yeah.
Once they're gone, they're gonna be gone. If you're
My
wanting them,
dad tried
do whatever you got to
finding-
do to get them now. If you see them out there, get them now.
Yeah, they did.
And-
Somebody did.
And when you get the 2-pack, don't throw this away. Because these are the only
Keep these-
instructions on how to turn them into their limbs.
Oh,
And they come with
really?
the 2-pack. And
They
they come
didn't
with the
bother, eh?
the directions that come with the piece don't have the combination, the combining
Oh, that's-
instructions.
That's
Hmm.
you
Yeah.
know, I can see why they make that choice, because if you want to actually build him, it's nice to have one sheet instead of all of them. But
Right. This has all 6 of them.
Wow.
Isn't that what Combiner Wars did when you bought the full Combiner? You got the entire instruction set, or was that the other Combiner characters? I forgot. It's been so long.
It was
since
only
I
the
got
ones that were boxed together, like the
Yeah,
5-second ones.
Which is funny because I remember that of with the defense or gift set was showing that other mode that Hotspot has, which I'm not sure if they showed that mode if you bought him individually. But apparently it's like the gift set shows, like, in a sense they're almost like a quadruple changer, because then he's like robot, fire truck, the combiner, but then there's the for Hotspot it was like that repair bay mode. And I think they only
Repair
showed
bay
that.
mode.
Exactly. Yeah, I think they only showed that in the gift set instructions.
One thing, actually, speaking of the Defensor guys, currently I'm planning to maybe get the aerial bots, the new aerial bots. I'm not fully sure yet. If I do get them, it'd be my first experience of the skeleton idea for the combiners. Right now, my plan is to get those guys. I actually currently, when I went to my last con, well, not last con, it was the second to last one that's recently happened. When I went to the second 4-state Comic-Con I've ever went to, I actually got Streetwise there because I was just, well, wanting a new figure I've never experienced, and I got Streetwise with his Combiner foot, which led me down the path on eBay and other places to find the other limbs of the Fencer, which I'm currently planning, once I have money, to
The
get
dark
the
side.
so I can just have him.
Speaking of cons, after I get home from Mr. Magnus's wedding, still going to the Fanboy Con to meet Weird Al Yankovic and have him sign the Transformers movie poster.
Oh, he was just
Nice.
here. He was just here in Evansville.
Cool.
just casually, there's
Yeah.
the aerial bots.
Are we gonna do reveals still? Or?
Yeah, we have a few minutes to do reveals. Let me quickly catch up on the comments. Transformer Joe says, and I absolutely here to listen to your guys' stories and stuff, not to self-promote, but I'm all Transformers 99% Prime probably. But yeah, I'm just Transformers Joe. Mario says a Studio Series 86 Scavenger and Mixmaster on Amazon are now like their own prices are up as they were originally. Transformer Joe then says, that's why I started my hunt. They said no reprints for the next 2 years.
Yeah, I was gonna say that because people asked them if they were gonna do like a gift set for Devastator, and the designers were like, "Not for a couple years, if at that, you know."
And Abigail has a question directed to Magnus. Which piece has the instructions to combine the Devastator bots?
The 2-pack.
Hook and long haul.
Cool.
It comes with hook and long haul, the 2-pack.
And Shiba Kobe back from mini Costco run, not a mega Costco run, and I got Scavenger on Thursday. Hook/long haul is coming soon, and let's see Magnus's reveals for this week.
Oh,
Starscream, rather than Starscream.
oh my! I've
Ebo
seen
will know what I
that.
mean.
Is it a Windblade retool? Because it looks like a Windblade retool.
Slightly.
Oh yeah,
I've
I'm looking at the
seen
jet
that.
mode, and I'm like, that seems like a Windblade retool.
Oh, and
Which is-
well, this looks like a masterpiece almost.
But this is
Speaking,
a third party, or fourth party. I don't know which one you call it. But they,
is there even a fourth?
I ordered one. They made a mistake.
Of
Oh,
course
so
they
you had
did.
the Omega Prime effect
Always,
happen
always.
to you.
Of
Make
course
some
they did.
money.
No, it wasn't a mistake. It was just the Unicrons. You order one, you get a second one.
Unicron's like, hey, you didn't order the second
They
one.
said,
I got
oh,
you, bro.
that's the
I got
guy
you."
that gets. They gave you two because
When
like,
Mr.
oh, that's the guy
Magnus
that always
showed
gets like at least
two.
two. So
Yep.
When Mr. Magnus showed the back of the Starscream, whatever you want to call it, the female Starscream or whatever, it gave me the memory flashback. So currently my daddo, he got me into some more of the model kit Transformers, and so
Plain
I've been
toys
looking
and
at more of the
whatnot.
model kit figures now, and that also led me down the path of looking at masterpiece figures. And currently, I'm thinking about in the future of maybe getting masterpiece Blue Streak and Prowl, just so I can start my masterpiece collection.
Just so you can tap that vein.
Yes, just so I.
Go on.
I only own.
Go on.
Now, technically,
Go ahead. Once you start into masterpieces, nothing else does it for you.
well,
Speak
we'll
for
see.
yourself.
Because at this point,
That's right.
86. These dudes here, the 86 Dinobots, are just the masterpiece figures, just a little bit more simplified.
Now let's go over to Toy Warp. I know he's got some reveals before we
Is that what
round
you're
up
looking
this
for?
segment.
I can't see.
Masterpiece
Streak?
Blue
Yes.
Streak.
You're too young to be blind, child.
Oh no, I couldn't see. It was too small.
Oh gosh, we're in.
Yeah.
We're in good
First
time.
segment. First segment.
Yes, first segment. Gotta
Don't.
especially after last night. Yeah, it's You just wait until y'all can turn me loose.
Yep.
What's Mr. Magnus about the Holy Grails? Like all 5 masterpiece Dinobots?
Well,
Those
over
little
to
Hot Wheels.
over to Toy Warp.
So, when it comes to 80s micro machines, the micro machines themselves are kind of hard to find at toy shows. Went to one of the Florida toy shows today. Didn't find these guys there. Found these guys at the antique mall down the road. You
Wow.
can find the play sets all day long, but finding specific micro machine cars are getting really hard to find. Now, this is an interesting piece. This is a 1977 pound truck from Mattel. Now, mind you, it's a preschool type play toy, but it's got a bench that comes out, and then the truck bed is available to use. I got it for a reason. Okay, I wanted to see what one complete looked like because I have had one of those since before I was born,
Oh,
Ooh,
and that is my original.
nice.
it's impressive
don't-
shape.
I don't ever remember it having all the stuff in it. But this truck, like they say that a boy's toy truck does everything. I used this thing for a skateboard. I rode this thing down hills. I threw this thing out in traffic. I threw it off my house.
God.
Looks like a troop transport for action figures too.
Yep.
It
well, if I
looks
had
like,
any
in my
baby
opinion,
dolls,
the
I mean
tires
action
look like
figures.
you really much used it as a skateboard.
These bite marks here are actually from the dog I had as a child named Patches.
Wow.
Yeah. And the dirt, when I got this one, it was pretty dirty. So I cleaned it and I put a solution in the tub and let it soak in the tub for a while. And I actually did the same with this one. This one, that Fairlawn Avenue dirt where I grew up, it ain't coming out of this thing.
Yeah.
This
That's a good
this and the
20
bear I
years
had
of
as a
that
kid are
thing
the
of
two
dirt.
longest owned toys that I have. So I'm going to make a video comparing the two and telling the stories behind this one.
Nice. And where can they find that video?
That video will be on Toy Warp Vintage Reviews on YouTube.
Sweet.
May I add one final thing before we end the stream tonight?
Yes, sir.
So currently in my 86 plan stuff, so I am debating, like 86 production of scenes and things, the idea currently is to start up the idea around next year. So the idea is I collect every character that I can with either parental help or my own, scavenging.
Mhm.
And to collect every character that is needed to recreate every scene, I'm currently debating on the Conehead situation, since the Coneheads, I have the suspicion that whatever Dramatic Capture is going to release us a 3-pack of them, but that 3-pack could, for all we know, take 3 years, and I don't have 3 years, and I want to make the film itself. So currently I'm debating on getting like the 2 Voyagers that we recently got for the Coneheads, and then the Thrilling 30s, like whatever Thrust, since the official one's so expensive. But the ideas currently I have in my little noggin here is to add the artist stand scenes into the actual film, so I can actually make the film a little bit longer when I do it. And one artist stand scene in specific that I hope to recreate even maybe this Christmas actually would be the one scene where he has the 86, the Devastator fight the Rocket guys, consistent of not Omega Supreme, Magnus, Red Alert, Sideswept, and Trax. So like that would be a dream scene to try and recreate this Christmas.
That would be very
If
cool
I
to
get
see that.
Constructicons in the future.
Speaking of artist Stan, he's done some more stuff recently. We should probably get him
I
back on
saw.
the channel here.
Well, I did reach out to him actually a few months ago, and he isn't feeling as well. So we may try to work something out because he's not 100% sure he could do a live stream just in terms of his health. But it would be cool to figure out something to get him on, because like he has put out a lot of cool things in the recent times.
If that were to happen, could you slightly bend the rules for me to hop into like the main Teletran 1 or Teletran 2 thing?
Why am I just picturing like Megatron and Unicron having a conversation?
Because I seriously want to see. I want to meet him with the amount of stuff that he has done. He, if anything, is the prime reason what got me into a little bit more of the 86 films' lore.
Well, let's see what we can do about that.
Yeah, right.
Mm-hmm.
Is your mom gonna let you stay up past bedtime?
Well, I mean, if you guys look back at the old streams, she did.
Just argue that it's for your future career goals.
Hey, this is true.
Well, it could actually, since I had the idea when I do create the actual 86 film, maybe we all do like how we did the X-Men watch party for X-Men 97. We do a watch party where we watch my entire attempt at the film.
You know, that would actually be cool. On that note, we're going to round up this segment. So thank you everyone for hanging out with us, Mario and Transformers Joe, Abigail, Shiba, Kobe, and of course, can't forget James Coleman, always first in the comments. So we're going to go over to our segment, our Teletran 2 segment, which is going to be a quite an interesting segment. But thank you everyone, and always thank you guys for hanging out. So like, subscribe to all of our channels, Impactor Productions, Toy Warp, Vintage Reviews on YouTube, Senenbach Arts, and check us out on childrenofprimus.com. And till all are one.
So all are
All
safe.
All are one. Boy.
We now, Children of Primus.